Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Let's try to share why we are joining. Let's try to share the live. Okay. Hello, everyone. Just keep sharing as you're joining. I hope I'm connected. This is the first time I'm using. Okay, great. I'm seeing people coming up. So, hi. Happy to have you guys here. Please share as you're joining. While we're waiting for few people to join us, we will listen to a music. It's a pleasure for me to be here on this page, the page of Benjamin Bridget with Cameroon Career Woman Award. It's a pleasure for me to be here. So let me start with why we're waiting for people to join. Please help me share as you're joining. Welcome to the Cameroon Career Women Award page. So some people are now. I think some people in Washington are asking me what time am I going on. There's a confusion between the time. But please share for people, share to different groups, invite friends, because the topic is very important. Domestic violence is real. And we all know domestic violence is real. So, thank you, Agathe. Thank you for joining. Les saisons de l'année, on ne peut empêcher ce qui va arriver. Dis-moi tous les jours si ça peut soulager. Que tu sois libéré. So please, let's keep sharing. So we will, send this great message to 1, 2, or 3 people. Invite somebody that is going through certain situation and would like to talk about it. Invite a friend who can tell a friend. C'est réconfortant. Je le posais. Oh. Bonjour, si vous êtes de la partie francophone du Cameroun, bonjour, merci de partager le direct. Voilà, bonjour, I'm going to start to be on time. So we'll keep sharing, we'll keep inviting people. My name is Micheline Ewang. Many people, I'm not here today to talk about politics because some people know me as a political activist. Other people know me as Cameroonian singer and songwriter. But I'm here today to talk about domestic violence. Domestic violence because I did major in psychology and my minor was in counseling. So I did clinical psychology as a major and counseling as my minor. So I wear a lot of casket because between all of this there's always injustice. And let me just tell somebody I'm on. I think a lot of people, okay, you know, with the time differences complicates. Voila. So as I was saying, my minor was in psychology, in counseling. So the topic today is domestic violence is real. Yes, domestic violence is real. We all know it's a taboo in our community, it's a taboo in Africa, it's a taboo where we grew up. But thank God we came in modern country where people, even if some are going through this situation, they can at least talk about it. That's not the chance we have back home. So, la violence conjugale est quelque chose de réel. Ça peut arriver à n'importe qui, à chacun. Hi, Abang, thank you for joining. Please, Brochet, tag my page so the people on my page can know that I'm on already. So, I will start by explaining domestic violence. What is domestic violence? It's an abusive behavior. Is an abusive behavior in which one individual gains control over another individual. It's all about control, domestic violence. It's all about controlling the other person's mind, actions, decisions. As somebody who want to control everything. He want to choose your friends. He wants to choose who you can talk to, when you can talk to the other people. He thinks you belong to him, and he makes all the decision for you. And usually they try to portray it as if it was love, like they care so much about you. That's why they think the decision they are making for you is the right decision. In their own mind, of course. That's how they think. They think, no, I can choose the best friends for you. I can choose the best company that you deserve. I can choose the work. I don't even think you want to work. I don't think it's good for you. I don't think talking to these people, I don't think you can sit here. They make all those decisions for you, and usually you are powerless. Because at the beginning, you may think that is love. You think it's love, and you just allow that person to control your whole self, control your decision, control everything. So this occurs in intimate relationship, regardless of your culture. So it's not just for the white people or the black people or the yellow or the red people. It's for everyone is concerned. It's not about anything about race. It's not anything about religion. So this happened in Muslim, Christians, whatever religion also your status. You can be, we have seen some artists who have been abused. We have seen different people in our society. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in what society you in, what culture, what stature you have. It doesn't matter. Everybody can be abused.
everybody, rich, poor, your social class doesn't matter. So everybody can go through this. Usually people don't talk because they are ashamed. People are very ashamed. It's not easy for you to go and see your friend and say, my husband hit on me or slapped me. Or that's why you will see at times women just put makeup all over your face when they have these bruises, or they will always hide the bruises. They will always hide the side of shame and pain. So domestic violence is can be sexual abuse, physical abuse, economically abusive, and psychologically. And when you're mentally abused, it's even very, very painful, because it's like somebody using words on you, somebody using just destroy you psychologically. It's very, because some people will tell you, I prefer someone to hit on me than telling me words, because those words, they don't go away though. They don't go away. So if you're out there and you know you're somebody who usually use words on your partner, you need to know that it's like a paint. It doesn't go away, it stays there. And that's why at times you will see in a house or in a relationship, people they are very angry. When you're talking to them, they will always come back to what you said maybe a year ago or months ago. It always come back. So we have to be careful about the way we are talking to our partners. And this abuse happens even couples that are heterosexuals or gay, straight. It doesn't matter. It can happen to everyone. It can happen everywhere, right? So if we look at the statistics around the globe, if I just stick into the US, we have in the US the Census Bureau 2018, they were saying at least 1,500 women die a year. So we see that the number is very high. I'm sure if we go in, it's just that in the country that we are coming from, we don't even know. We don't, because people don't even talk about it. It's a taboo. People don't even talk about it. It's a very shameful situation. But again, I know that back home we don't even know that this is called domestic violence. They don't even know. It's something very normal. You will even hear some people saying it's a cultural thing. But I ask myself is if a culture can allow somebody to hit on his partner. It can be, it can be a woman or a man, because you also have women that, abuse their husband. It's not only husband, wife. You also have in our educational systems, you can, in colleges, or your child or girls can be abused, boys can be abused. But so we really need to watch our environment. We really need to ask questions to our children to know what is going on around them, mostly when they are becoming teenagers. That's the age that we really need to be watching out to really see what is going on. So I hope that while we're watching this, somebody who is going through certain humiliation right now will find release. Let me just tell somebody else who's asking me when am I gonna start. I'm on right now. So if somebody said that in my page, voilà. Donc je disais que la violence conjugale est quelque chose de réel. Ça peut arriver à tout le monde. La violence conjugale n'est pas seulement towards une femme ou un homme. Tout le monde peut subir la violence conjugale. Tout le monde peut subir. Et surtout, regardons aussi au milieu sur nos enfants. Regardons autour de nos enfants, surtout quand ils atteignent l'âge adulte, dans les collèges aussi. Il arrive qu'ils soient abusés. So, my goal today, right, is to help people, because I saw, let me just share this. Something happened in the US a few few weeks ago, like maybe 6 or something. I don't have the exact date. One Cameroonian in Ohio, unfortunately, killed his wife, and he killed himself. And when I was watching online the comment of most people were, because he brought the lady here in the United States, it's like he had the right to take away her life. And some people were commenting, people were even saying he did well, she was a thief. They were married for 19 years, and because they divorced and she decided to move on with her life, he wasn't okay with that, so he decided to take her life away in front of their children. He didn't care. So when I was reading comments, then it was so painful, because we'll really understand that people don't even know what domestic violence is. They don't even know that it's domestic violence. They don't even know that nobody has a right to take away your life. And last week, I think it was last week or the beginning of this week, no, last week, in Cameroon, one guy put fire on his wife because he thought she was cheating on him. And the same people that were commenting on Mr. Takam, the late Takam page, they were against what happened to Cameroon. It's like the same people that were okay with the fact that Mr. Takam took away the life of his wife Natalie, they were not okay with the guy in Cameroon. So it seems like it depends on where the abuse happened, according to Cameroonians, of course. It depends on where it happened. So when he's in Cameroon, it's okay because you guys are in Cameroon. It's okay for him to. It's not okay when you're in Cameroon, but it's okay when you're in the U.S. because the guy brought you here, so you are his property. You are his property. He can do with you what he wants. So what I wanted to do today, I was like, okay, a lot of people don't understand what this issue is, and we need to help them, understand. People are just talking. Thank God today with the social media, right? We have with the social media, most of us are journalists, most of us are everything now. So we are counselors. We don't even take time to study, because it's very easy to come over here and give advice to people without knowing what you're talking about. If you realize around you, or even before you started hearing about domestic violence, when something like that happened, usually you will ask your friend or your sister or somebody around you, like, why are you in that relationship if it's not working? That's usually the question. And they judge you immediately. You're weak. No, I cannot take that. I don't feel. Let me bring in my pidgin language. I don't feel take that. Wait you the accept. So why the person to do this with you? Why? They don't even want to understand. That is psychological at times. They don't want to know. They just want to judge, because that's what we know to do best, right? We don't want to understand. If you are accepting this because you grew in around domestic violence, around violence, maybe your father was doing this to your mother, or maybe your mother was doing this to your father. This is where you grow. So because you saw your mother accepting this situation, you think that is okay. Or because your father was doing this to your mom, you know that is okay. So somebody like that who saw their parents going through this relationship for 20, 30 years, because 40 years, do you think it would be easier for that person to just take their luggages and go? If we remember back home, the time of our parents, when you were going through this situation, maybe your husband will hit on you, and you will run, go to your own parents. Your parents will be the first people to put your bag together, or they will just tell you, don't even, just leave your bag right there. Come, drink water. Then the next thing, you will see your father or your mother taking you back to your abuser. Because they receive the bride price or the dowry, whatever. So you feel like they sold you to somebody. It's a very difficult situation if you really put yourself into the shoes of those people that are going through this. So if you have somebody around you who coming to tell you about what is happening, the only thing the victims do, they just want to talk. They just want to talk. So you around them, please just listen to them. Just listen. Because domestic violence is like is like a tire. It goes round, right? It goes until they hit that point. It's like, you have something around, you start here until you come back to that circle. So it means when you see a woman at the beginning, she will come, maybe she will tell you he slapped me or he did this. She will even curse the guy. She will say words. I can't even go back there. I can. She will say, and you, if you're already aware of these behaviors, the only thing you have to do is to listen. Once you listen, try to put much love in it. Try to talk to them, this is not good for you. You just need to love yourself. You just need to find those words. Don't tell them, but why? How do you even do to be there? When you started saying that to them, the next time they will not come back to you. They will hide it. They will be ashamed. They won't be ready because they know you're going to judge them. So I was saying, I would talk about, so what I wanted to do today, as I was saying, is for you guys to, I will do that with you. So I wanted to know, if you're watching and you know that you're going or you went through this, for you to understand that this was a domestic violence situation. Somebody asked the questions like, how do you do to know that this person, like the signs, how do you know that this person is an abuser, or this lady or this man is an abuser, right? So we can do this game together. So even if people are not connected right now, the people that will join, just share this video with them. Ask them to take a pen and a paper, let them sit and let them choose. I'm going to give some different signs. If you have somebody around you who is always accusing you of having affairs, because these people, these abusers, it can be a woman or a man. Usually they have in your mind, like, let's say you go out and when you come home, they will tell you, they will even describe where the person you met in your mind, like they will describe you, who you met, the discussion you have. They will make all type of movie in your mind, and they will accuse you. And when they are doing that to you, they know, they are sure that they know that what they are telling you is something real. So for you to know, this is what we're going to do. So you will go on your Google, for you to understand or to share to somebody like what is going on. You will go on your Google and you will put let me do here, the signs of domestic violence, right? So you will put, all right, so when you put signs of domestic violence, you can read that. It tells you, you will go on Google, you will search signs of domestic violence, and you will see all these signs. It's very important for you to know if you are in an abusive relationship or not. So if you have somebody who is he treats to kill you all the time. I'm going to kill you. I will do this to you. I will spoil that your face that you're showing out there. I will do this. Or he throw things at you. He slaps you. He punch you. He yell at you. You are not his child. You're a grown-up. So tell me how you will sit there and somebody will just be yelling at you. He's not your father. Or she's not your mom. She's your partner. And we need to talk to each other with respect. Because when you're using those words to the person, you are humiliating the person. And once you start humiliating the person, this person will lose your self-esteem. That's what you're doing when you're yelling to your partner. And even to your children. You can talk to your children without yelling. You don't need to yell. You can talk and they will listen and they will know what you're talking about. If you're not happy, tell somebody, I don't appreciate what you just did today. Can we talk about it? And avoid to really yell around the children. It's totally wrong. We are grown up. I remember when I was growing up, I was dreaming of turning 21. So when we're growing, we dream of becoming 21. Because 21 is adulthood. Then after you go to your marriage or you go into relationship and your partner started behaving as your father or your mother, it's really humiliating. So we really need to take this in consideration. And at times, this partner, they will do everything to embarrass you in front of your friends. I don't even know what I'm doing with this type of woman. No, I don't even know what I'm doing with this type of man. I don't even know, this is not the type of woman. And he will say that in front of you. And usually these women, they will go into your room, they will cry, and they will call your friends. So if your friend call you and tell you, this is what he's saying to me, tell her, those are the signs. Those are the bad signs. Tell her, go on your, don't try to, don't try to give her all lecture. You just tell her, go on your Google, on your phone, put, if you don't have a phone, your computer, whatever, put signs of domestic violence. You will read all the signs, and that's how themselves, they will understand, and they will study about this thing, and they will, you will continue research because you will want to understand. So usually your partner, the partner with the controlling behavior, we want you to ask him permissions wherever you're going. I used to say you need to tell your partner where you're going. You don't ask for permission. He's not your father. He's not your mom. You have to tell your father, you need to, your partner, okay, I'm going here with my friends, or I'm going to be here, I want to have fun with my friends, or I want to have fun here. But you don't ask for permissions. But in our culture, it's just like if your husband or I don't want to say wife, that's because it's very rare. Mostly the men will want you to ask, they will want you to ask permission. Can I go out with my friend until he approves it? If it doesn't, it will not work. I know some people will surely follow this, they listen to this video later and be like, yeah, that's disrespect. You need to ask everything to your man. Maybe. But for me, I think if we respect each other, I need to tell you where I'm going, what I want to do, where I'm going to be. I don't need to ask permission. Because usually you don't ask permissions, right? The men usually don't ask permission. They just go. At times they don't even tell you where they are. You'll be looking at them when it's late and what happened to you today? At times he will not even answer you. He will not even answer. He just made that decision because he's a man, right? So some people will attack you with weapons. They will be showing you they can have like guns in the house. They use knife to tell you, I'm gonna kill you, I will do this to you today. It's very painful. So if we talk about the causes, same thing. You can go online and search on the signs. You can also go online and search on the causes. Why am I sending people online? Because that's where I know once you will start searching for one thing, he will take you to different other things, and you will want to study more. That will be the way for you to understand what this issue is, and you can help the person that is around you. You can help your friend, you can help your sister who's going through this. So once you Google like the causes, that will tell you that some people have anger management. Some people have anger management. They don't know how to manage your anger. So when they are angry, they will come through you, and then they will abuse you verbally, or they will abuse you physically, because they don't know how to control their anger. So if you have somebody who's yelling at you all the time, or you have somebody who, when he cannot control that anger, he will just punch you, or he will slap you, or just know that that's somebody who has an issue. And if you go and study, you want to understand his background, like where he came from, you will realize that maybe his father or his mother, he went through something. He may be alcoholic. But again, alcohol is not an excuse, because they use alcohol as an excuse. Or you yourself as a victim, you usually use you usually use that word alcohol to justify why he's abusing you. No, he was drunk. No, he's not like that all the time. He was drunk. You always find excuses because you're trying to justify his actions. An abuser is an abuser. When he's doing this, he's an abuser. What you want to do, tell him maybe to seek for a counselor. He has a problem. He need to acknowledge that he has a problem. Because if he doesn't acknowledge that he has a problem, he will keep coming on you. And because you are not ready to move on, you'll be the punching bag, right? So you really need to know that your partner has an issue. It's not because he's drinking. It's not, he cannot justify that thing. When he's doing it, he has an issue and he needs help. So he will always make you, that person, the abuser usually has a problem of self-esteem. He has a problem of self-esteem because he doesn't love himself so much, or he would like to transfer that on you. He will look at you, the fact that you're beautiful, the fact that you're strong, the fact that you're powerful. Because if you look at all these women that are going through this the abusive relationship, they are very strong women. They are very strong women, but they don't just know that they are strong. They don't just know that you're beautiful, because this person, this abusers, sorry, somebody was calling. So this abuser spends all the time telling you that you're not beautiful. He spends the time telling you you are not strong, you are not powerful, you are not even important. He will be using all this word for you to lose also your self-esteem, so he can have that control over you. So also it can be a learning behavior. I was talking earlier about the child that grew around abusive relationship. This child will automatically apply the same thing tomorrow to his partner. He will do that. So if you Google the causes, you will see what the causes are. You have many reasons why. You have, like, if a child is abused, have been abused, he will become a perpetrator as an adult. So it's a short thing. So make sure you Google the signs. You make sure you Google the causes, right? You Google the causes. Make sure you study this to help the next person close to you. So if I don't know, I've not been, can domestic violence be a psych? Yes, it can be. It can be. Of course, it's a disorder, Emmanuel. Sorry, I wasn't reading the question. I was reading the things. It can be. Yeah, the longer you stay, the longer it becomes a norm. Yes, it's true, because usually they hurt you, they come back with flowers. They hurt you, they come back with nice word. They hurt you, they come back with, and you will keep forgiving them because you're finding excuses in your place. You'll be like, no, you know, he did that because he was drunk. He did that because he was tired. We always find excuses for them. We don't even realize that we are the victim. We always take them as the victim, but they are the one abusing us. But we always think that they are the victim. He did that because I did this. He did that because I did this. No, you didn't do nothing. He is an abuser, period. You didn't do anything wrong. So don't always take that into yourself, like as an excuse. Don't find excuses for an abuser. Find a way to help him. And you cannot help him because it's a psychological disorder. You cannot help him. The only way, there are counselors out there. I know where we're coming from. And your pastor, usually some people go to the pastor is not a counselor. Some pastors have degrees in counseling. Those ones, yes. And there is nowhere in the Bible that God said you should abuse your partner. If God is saying love your partner as yourself, you cannot abuse yourself. But if somebody is drinking alcohol, it means that he's abusing himself, he's destroying himself. So he cannot love you if he doesn't love himself. So if things like that happen, look around you, look for a pastor who has, maybe he studied counseling, who can help you. Because if you go to the wrong pastor, don't think they will be telling you, stay there. No, it's something normal. It's your husband. That's something that he's supposed to do. And he will not help you. Because in a lot of churches, we have people that are going through abuse and they cannot even come out of it because the pastors or the people in the church are judging them. And if they step out, they're using names on them. They'll be using names on them. So make sure before you speak to your pastor, you want to know if it's somebody who even understands what it is. And you can know by the way that he's talking about domestic violence. But you have, again, your phone, your computer to make research for you to understand. And take time. If you start understanding, if you start reading this, maybe sit with your partner and say, hey, let's read this thing together. Let's read it and just see. So he can see if he's recognizing himself in this signs, or you guys can talk about it. You can talk about it and see with him if you can, you guys can get help. If you guys can get help, it's very, very important. If we cannot understand this issue, we will not be able to help anybody. We will not be able to help our friends. We will not be able to help our families. So, je disais, pour ceux qui me suivent là, qui parlent le français, je disais que je me prendrais, parce que je voulais dire aujourd'hui beaucoup plus, c'était online, nous pouvons retrouver, ça peut être, prenons nos ordinateurs, nos téléphones, nous pouvons retrouver tout ce qui se dit sur la violence conjugale. Donc, prenez le temps de faire des recherches sur vous-même. Avant d'être des psychologues ou des psychiatres, parce que nous sommes plusieurs là en ligne qui essayons de donner des conseils aux gens, si nous sommes passionnés, si nous aimons donner les conseils aux femmes ou aux hommes, prenons le temps d'étudier. Parce que sinon, nous allons nous retrouver à donner des mauvais conseils. Ne demandez pas à une femme, non, même si ton mari tape sur toi, c'est pas la première fois. Tu n'es pas la première. You know, like he will be telling you are not the first. You know how many times he did that to me. No, it's not because he did that to you. It's not because you're accepting that somebody else supposed to accept it too. So we because this thing is something that we Africans, we started talking about it. We are not ashamed anymore. So we need to take the time to study and understand it. It's very important. We can look for books. We can go online. We can search what is domestic violence, the signs of domestic violence, the causes of domestic violence. Once we study that, we can help the next person around us. We will understand that this person keep going back and forward in that relationship, not because they want, but because something is not right with themselves. And we will find a way to help them. Because these people, they don't know how to step out of this relationship. If they are not economically fit, they can go out. So you will help them how to obtain the economical freedom, right? So they need to become financial free by making, like, having a short-term goal and their long-term goal. Your short-term goal, I can see here in the US, your short-term goal can be, as a woman, you can start working in anything. McDonald's, you can start doing little jobs like this, saving some money to pay your next training or your next classes. Just find a way to become financially free. Once you're financially free, then you can move on. So the people that will tell you, just go. There are people that don't understand that you need to be financially free. You need to be able to pay a room. You need to be able to pay your next classes. So while you're going through this, just make sure that you organize yourself. You have a plan. You make your plan. What are my short-term goals? What are my long-term goals? And through this plan, education is one of the greatest way to step out of this. Because when you start educating yourself, once you start taking these classes, you'll be able to pay, your studies. You'll be able to grow, and it will take us to where some people will have women in their houses, and you're abusing this woman, and once she's financially free, she's gonna leave you because she has been taking this for years and years. Once she's ready financially, she's gonna go, and you'll be asking yourself, what did I do? You will forget that one day you were saying words to her, one day you were punching her. You will forget that you slapped her. She was taking, but while she was taking all of that, she was getting ready to move. So if you're somebody out there doing or having these behaviors in your home, make sure you change. You need to understand that it's wrong. The behavior is totally wrong. Sorry, it's not a nice behavior. You need to treat your partner right. You need to treat your partner right, because the more you stay around an abuser, you can become an abuser yourself. The more you stay around somebody who spends time cursing you, slapping you, you'll find yourself a time grabbing this person or slapping the person yourself. It can happen. And that's why we see women that have gone through this situation a lot. It happens that they kill the partner. Self-defense. If the guy come one day and you know that this guy, he's coming today, he's gonna hit me, she may have a bottle ready or a knife ready, and she can do something. She can become also an abuser. So those are things that we really need to work to fight, to step out of it. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy to step out. It can take years, but just keep fighting, just keep fighting, just keep fighting. Pray for those that are praying for God to help you, for God to give you that strength to come out of it, because God will never allow somebody to be punching on you all the time. So those things that happen, when it happens like this, you need to know that is you are in a wrong relationship, you are in an abusive relationship. You want to, if your partner is willing to go into counseling so you guys can have a peaceful relationship, but if he's not willing, one day you will come out you will come out of that day with bruises. Maybe he will kill you, he will abuse your children, a lot of things can happen. So make sure you take this situation into consideration. Make sure you talk to the people around you about domestic violence. It's something real. It's not a joke. It's real, and it's domestic violence. It's abuse. There is no way for your partner, as I was saying, to love you. Love doesn't hurt. Somebody will say, no, he's out of love. And that's why I was saying, when people are not trained, they just use word, no, he loves you so much. You know, it's jealousy. Jealousy is not love. Jealousy is insecurity. Because if somebody have trusted themselves and they trust you, why would that person be jealous? It's insecurity. Tell me why you will stay at home and your partner is hiding himself, going through your phones and just searching everything. What is he looking for? What is this person looking into your phone? Is insecurity. Yes, I know some people may be hiding secrets in their phone. It can happen. But if you think that somebody is find a way. Because what makes this person to find themselves in the wrong position that they are in? You may know some people track their partner phone, they track their cars, they are sick. If you're doing that, then you're sick. Tracking your partner's car, you want to know where they are, who you're talking to, then you have a problem. If you're going to watch this video and you know that this is something you're doing, it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong for you to be all the time on your husband's phones while he's sleeping. Because the reality is that once you go on into his phone and you see this thing, usually you don't even go, right? So why did you go there? Once you go into his phone or into her phone or her computer and you see crazy stuff, immediately insecurity comes in, jealousy, and it will continue, and your marriage or your relationship is destroyed. It's destroyed. Of course, we should have trust once we are married, right? Once we are married, we should trust each other. Your partner should go in there. You guys need to be open. Somebody can go on your phone, he can go on your phone, you can go on your phone. Of course, you're married. But when you're taking their phone with power and sitting there and be searching, you don't just know what. It's like somebody ripping your reality, yourself. It's so painful for you to sit there. It's control. You sit there and your partner takes your phone and sits in front of you and it's just searching and you're sitting there watching. It's very hard. It's very painful. It's disrespectful. It's thoroughly disrespectful to do that to your partner. If you respect your partner, you cannot do that. Just find a way to install trust, to build trust around you, with your friends or your boyfriend or your your partner, you know. Usually I used to say your husband, because for me, I don't, even if you're in boyfriend girlfriend relationship, that is even worse for a boyfriend girlfriend to go into a boyfriend girlfriend phone. Woman, again, wife, husband, we can understand, because if you guys trust each other, your phone, of course, you need to answer your phone, and you can answer his phone. The same way you cannot go to somebody's mail. It's not because this one is virtual. It's the same thing. Because you cannot, not because you're married to me, you don't have the right to open my phone, my mail, right? You cannot open my mail. I cannot open your mail. I cannot open your mail until you come and I'm going to give you your mail. So it's the same thing with my phone. But usually this is one issue. People will fight with you just for your phone. So when you're talking like this, they won't be happy. No, why are you saying that? I have to, your phone belongs to me. No, my phone is my phone. Your phone is yours. I don't go through yours. Don't go through mine. If we say that, okay, you can go through mine, means that I can go through yours too. Not that by the time I say, give me your phone, you say, why should I give you my phone? But you think you have the right to go into my phone when you want. That's abuse. That's control. That's power. That's power. And it's humiliating. So when we really need to take those things into consideration, those things will make us build, a good relationship. Respect. We need to talk. I was talking to somebody a few days ago, and I was like, we're talking about the difference between friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband. This, I was like, the problem in our community usually, once you date somebody in the morning, the next evening you're calling the person already your wife. No, it's not. It's your girlfriend. It's not even girlfriend yet. It's your friend. Then you guys can move to girlfriend, boyfriend. Then you guys can move to fiance, and maybe husband and wife. So when we are still friend, boyfriend, fiancé, right? Mais c'est vrai. C'est vrai que le matin, quelqu'un te dit bonjour, tu deviens vous commencez une relation. Le soir, il t'appelle déjà ma femme. Je suis pas ta femme. Je suis ta copine, ou je suis ton ami, d'ami à copine, copain, de copain à fiancé, de fiancé à marié. Ce n'est que normal. Parce qu'une fois, once we put on met la différence dans ces choses-là, on va comprendre. Salut, ma feu. Une fois qu'on met une différence entre ces mots-là, on va savoir la position que chacun a. Once you put the difference between friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, because in the country where we are, you have one night stand. You can, somebody one night stand. You can be with somebody for, he's my friend. It's my friend. It means that time to time when we feel like having fun, you're my friend. You can be my boyfriend, boyfriend, then my fiancé if you want, and my husband or my wife. In this, when it's like this, everybody you need to know your position, how to respect the other person, to respect the other person's space. And it's not because we are married that we cannot have space between each other. If you feel that I'm angry and I don't want to speak, just allow me. It means that at that moment I need space. I don't want to talk. It's not because you're my partner that you think that the moment that you feel like speaking, I have to speak too. We need to work on these things. We need to work on how to manage this anger, how to manage this relationship, and maybe we will avoid domestic violence in our homes. And there is no way you will tell me or somebody else that you are in this relationship because of your children. You don't stay in a domestic violence relationship because of your children. You need to know that while you're staying there, you are destroying these children, because they will do the same thing that your father was doing, or they will behave the way that you were behaving in that relationship. I think, give me 1 second, let me just take my charger. Okay guys, please. It's like my phone. just now they run so fast. Let's charge. I don't know why it's down. So hey, if you have some questions, you can post them there. So I do have a foundation, Micheline One Foundation. I've been in this talking about this topic for years. I've been talking about domestic violence topic for years now, because I was in there myself. I'm a survivor, as they call it. Oui, tante, tu as raison. Les chiens ne font pas les chats. Ça c'est sûr. So don't stay. I was talking about, right, children and women or men being in a relationship that is they are there because of the kids. No, you're destroying your children once you stay in those relationships. I know almost 50 couples here where I'm living. They live in the same house. They don't talk to each other. They don't share anything together anymore. But they will tell you, we are there because of our children. You are destroying those children. Tomorrow, what they saw, they grew without seeing love in the house. So they cannot, because they didn't see a positive thing in that house, like love and everything, they will not give that to your wife. So it will continue. You'll be like a chain. It will continue. They will go to your marriage. And today that we are grown, at times you will see that you cannot even, it's very hard for us Africans, right, to kiss your husband on the way. Or you will always see the man is up front, the woman is back, is behind, or it's very hard to kiss your partner in front of your children. Because we did not grow into that. We didn't see that love in the house. We didn't see that. It doesn't mean that our parents didn't love each other. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying because we don't know that. Till today, I cannot sit in front of my TV and watch a type of movie in front of my mom. I can't do that. So it's just to show us that while we're sitting and accepting this abuse in front of our children, they would be the same. They would do the same tomorrow. So it's getting very crazy in our community, people. It's getting very crazy. Men just abusing anyhow, anywhere. They don't care. When I was growing up in where I grew up, at times, not me, at times you will see a guy, because he's angry, he will hit on his girlfriend until, comment on dit, la traîner dans la boue. He will hit on his girlfriend, and it's very normal. And time is happening like that. He will be in his room abusing this girl because she's a girlfriend, and the parents are in the kitchen. They will even hear the noise, and nobody will say anything. So we grew in a terrible community. This situation is real. It's something we need to talk about. We need to examine ourselves. We need to examine our relationship. We need to examine the boyfriend or the girlfriend we are with. Because if a man is abusive when you guys are still boyfriend, girlfriend, just imagine when you get married. Just imagine when you will get married. He will destroy you. Salut, Tonta. Your program in Equinox was wonderful. Tonta is one of a survivor also. And she shared her story in Equinox. So we have a lot of Cameroonian women coming out, actually talking about this issue. It's very important for us to talk about it. We can continue to be ashamed. If you're in Maryland, there's a African Women Empowerment Group. It's in Rockville, Maryland, 1300 Pica Drive. If you're having issues, if you think you are in the wrong space, you can start going there just to listen. It's counseling, it's free, it's for women. Just go there and they will start to empower you. They will be empowering you. They will assess yourself. They will see if you need housing. They will see if you need some classes. They will see if you need to go to college. So they will help you. Again, it's 1300 Pica Drive if you are here in Maryland, I say DMV, but if you're in Virginia or Washington, surely there are different addresses. If you're in London, there are different addresses. So maybe the CEO of Cameroon award will surely share it to us for women that are abused. They can, there are numbers. Here you can call 911 once your partner is, ready to kill you or ready to do. Call 911. All right, they're gonna help you. If you don't want to call 911, make sure he's out of the house. Once he's not around, take your children, leave, go to Pico Drive. They will see with you how they can help you with housing, how they can help you start over. It's not a taboo to go away when it can't work. Once you go away and he accepts to go through counseling, you guys can maybe work this out. But if you really see the women around, it's like a cycle. They will go away. They always come back at times. Some women went and come back 2-3 times. They will go and come back 2-3 times. And people were like, why do you usually talk about this? Because I was there and I came back maybe 4 times myself. I came back 4 times. I went and I came back. Because at that time, I thought it was love. I thought that my partner was so much in love with me. That's why he was doing that. And when I would go, the next 2 days he's on his phone, come back, I miss you, I love you. And those words, you would take your stuff and come back. Because you think that is love. Until you start to understand that you need to love yourself. That's why counseling is very important. Until you need to understand that you have to go through that healing of discovering who you are and knowing that you are powerful and knowing that you can start over. And knowing that you can start over, because yes, you can start over. So if you can start over, and why will you accept somebody to be hitting on you? If you think you don't have so much power to move on, you don't know how you can move on, you are scared that if you move on, he may kill you, because he has others. When you're in their houses, they will tell you that if you leave this house, I'm going to kill you because I brought you here. So they are scared. There is a way when you're in these countries, this is not Cameroon, or it's not Africa. When you're in this country, there is a way they will protect you. There's protective order. They will protect you. But some even violate the protective order. Some people will do that. So once you're out of these things, once the court gives order for the person not to come close 500 meters from your house, 500 meters not from your house, make sure you respect it. Make sure you respect that order. Because why, like, he will be coming and he will be calculating. This is what happened to Mr. Takam and his wife. I'm sure he was coming back into that house and he wasn't happy. Because we heard some testimony where he wasn't happy. These people, the controlling behavior that they have, they will do everything to keep you. Your happiness is not part of what they're looking for. If there is a way you can move on with your life, change state, change whatever, change it. Go away, far away from this person. It starts usually with a slap. It can start with a word. When they started using words on you, or you started using word on them, it goes up. Salut kontakinte. It starts with a word. Imbécile, salope, tu es même qui? Connasse. Je t'ai amené dans ce pays. Who brought you here? Who are you? Look at you. Ugly woman. He will start using all this word on you. Then the next thing you will say will be a good slap on your jaw. Or he will push you. And you will go, you will cry. And you will come back and continue. The next thing, that pushing that he's pushing you, you can fall and die. At times they choke you. They will choke you, and while they are choking, they will choke you, then let you go, right? You will go and cry and come back. The next time it will be your life. And once you're dead, you're done. He will continue or she will continue your life. So make sure to go far away. Make sure you look at those signs. Go online, study about domestic violence. If you think your husband or your partner or whatever curse you all the time, make sure you understand what these things are. Most of us are victims or abusers. It doesn't mean that we are perfect. But we just need to find a way. If we know that this is the character that we have to find a way to go far away from these people that are causing us that. Because as I was saying, your partner can push you to become an abuser. Or you can push your partner to become an abuser. If we cannot work this out, then it's time to go. And let people don't tell you, no, it's love. He's doing that because he loves you. He's doing that because he wants to protect you. But that's your word. No, I want to protect you. I love you so much. I don't want, no. If you love me, you cannot hit me. If you love me, you cannot curse me. If you love me, you can say those words to me. If you love me, you can put bruises on my face. Because my face is what you see. So if you put bruises on my face, how can you tell me you love me? You can hurt me when you love me. So love doesn't hurt. It's not love. It's control. It's control. And you need to realize that this person is abusing you because you are the stronger one. It's not because he's the stronger one. He's weak. He's weak and cannot control you. Maybe you are not the type of partner he's supposed to be with. Maybe you're, bigger, tougher, whatever, free-minded person. So he can be around that. He's finding a way to control that behavior so he can feel comfortable. Then on the other side, if you think that this is a person I don't feel comfortable with, why don't you go? Why don't you go? One lady here once we were in the workshop in African Women Empowerment Group. So because we have also police working with us and stuff, she called and she was complaining that her husband slept out. She said, my husband did not return, and I know where he is. He has a girlfriend and blah, blah. And the policeman told her, if you think your husband is cheating, if you think he's leaving your home to go, you even know the address where, then let him go. There's nothing we can do here. I know from where we're coming, it's very difficult to accept this. Because a woman don't let go. So if you're a woman who you're in a relationship and you're going through this and you feel that you can take this, don't tell somebody else that is okay. Do you know how many times my husband is hitting on me? It's not because you're accepting that the person also should accept it. Why do you want to be where somebody is treating you bad? He don't care about you. It means that you have an issue. Start to learn to love yourself. Start to learn to love, be passionate about yourself. When I came out of all of that, I said my healing for me was my music. What I love to do. Because we grew, all of us, we have something we love. There's something we love. There's something when we're growing up, we're like, okay, I'm going to be a singer, or I'm going to be an air hostess, or I'm going to be this, or I'm going to be that. Where is that dream? Where is your dream? I met when I was in Cameroon this Pastor Adeboye, I think. I've always said I would love to meet this pastor one day. I don't know, he's a Nigerian guy. One of my friends, she's in Sweden, Paige Gold. Maybe she will listen to this video one day. She invited me in the church and I went. At that time, my partner came to the US. And when I went into that church, Pastor Adeboye looked at me and he said, go and remove that ring. That's not your husband. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, why would this man of God say something like this to me? He was right. At times you just meet the wrong partner. And if you're really praying, and for me, when I was coming out, I was praying and fasting, and I said to God that period, I said, Father, I know I choose by my flesh, not because you made this choice for me. And I will never say to you, why? Because it was my choice, right? So I took responsibilities. And I said, the only thing I'm asking you is to set me free. And he did. He did. He set me free. My partner went and he brought the paper and I signed it. And I was free without any issue. So if you're in the wrong place, you pray, you'll be set free. If you didn't put yourself in there. Because God is real though. God is real. God will never give you what is bad. Never. We choose for ourselves. And usually we decide to stick there because we are attached to our flesh. So let's examine ourselves after we watch this video. Let's ask ourselves questions. Let's make a plan. If we're going through this situation, let's make a plan how to become free, how to come out of this. Make sure you keep your document somewhere. If you are living abroad, you keep your document, because usually when those men bring their wives here, they keep your document. We have many women here, they decide not to give them papers. Again, if you are in America, I don't know how it happens in Europe, but here in this country, if you're going through domestic violence, they will help you to get your documents. So there is no reason for you to say, no, he will give my paper. It can take 5-10 years coming to him. He will not file for you. But if you go through these programs, you have 5 months to have your green card. So if this is something you go through, I have my page, Micheline Ewan Foundation. Love that page. We have a bunch of advice that we give in there, or send me an inbox. If you're in the US, if you just came and you don't know how to move on. But we are not here to advise people to divorce, because that's how they usually see people that are talking about domestic violence. They say they are promoting divorce. We are not promoting divorce. They will help you to love yourself. And once you love yourself, you control your life. You talk with who you will speak with, who you want to speak when you want to speak to. Nobody will tell you what to do. Some people today just look at me and say I'm stubborn. No, it's not stubbornness. It's when you take control of yourself. Once you take control of your life and your destiny, only God is the next person. It means I decide to stay where I want to stay. I decide to talk with who I want to talk. I decide to do what I want to do. Of course, by respecting those that are around me. But those people also have to respect me. So once you learn to love yourself like that, nobody will ever take you down anymore. You will have that control. You will have control of yourself. And once you're empowered, then the kids that are growing around you are also empowered. They are also empowered. I mean that you're building something right, and you will empower the people around you also. Your family, your friends around you. You will empower everything. Because God gives everyone their destiny. You have your destiny, I have mine. Even if we come together as a couple, you have your destiny and I have mine. It's not because we are married that we have the same destiny. I don't know. I think so. You have your destiny. Everybody that God sent on earth has a destiny. You have your destiny. I have my own destiny. But as a couple, we need to help each other to fulfill that destiny. So if you have somebody around you who is there to crush you and for your destiny, not for you not to realize your goal, then there is a problem. If I love politics, or if I love music, if I love talking on Facebook, you can give me advice of how to, make it better. Don't put me down all the time. Then there is a problem right there. If somebody doesn't allow you to grow, then there is a problem. You will never be happy in that relationship. Never. Because you are not accomplishing your destiny. Oh, yes, Natalie, I agree, huh? Yep. Yeah, what Natalie is saying, she's saying, I'm sure you guys are reading the comment. Natalie is saying, let me see this. She said, that's why it is important to listen to the voice speaking. I totally agree. Because when you meet somebody, right? I used to tell people, I said, once you meet somebody, you have the first week, you will know who this person is. I'm telling you, just listen, just be attentive. When you meet somebody, during your conversations, you will know this person is. But if now you have a spiritual discernment, you know if somebody was praying, or if somebody was, you're open-minded, you will know. Just imagine for the first time you're dating somebody, you guys go to the bar and he drinks 7, 8, 20 bottles. Do you think when you get married he's gonna stop it? No. Or you start during this dating time, you start seeing this person with this, they usually, unless somebody can also have a behavior and try to shift it towards change. It's possible. It doesn't mean that people don't change. Some do. Some do. It depends on where they are, how they feel comfortable, the person that they have around them, how much this person is, what the person is bringing around them. It's important. But when that little voice is telling you this is not where you're supposed to be, and we keep fighting. At times we are so attached on our flesh, so attached, we can even say it, but we are still hanging there because there's something that we are waiting, something we are benefiting. Just think about yourself. If you think about yourself, not think about what you're going to leave, because you can build up all the time. Some people will give you excuse, no, I don't know how to start over, I have 2 kids. Then I usually reply to them, when I left, my daughter the little one was 18 months old and the other one was 5 years old. I took the decision to go and fight for myself. Today, the other one is 17 and the little sister is 11. I went to school. I had a plan, and through this was through all the people that I was meeting, these counselors and stuff, they will help you put a plan for your life. Financial advisors today. I'm working with somebody great who is, you're moving further. You're seeing as your life is changing every day. You're seeing that you can make that decision for yourself. You can choose where you want to be, not where somebody wants you to be. Somebody wants you to be. I really appreciate the CEO, Sister Bridget, Benjamin Bridget, the work that she's doing. Really, I've seen her, a movie producer, doing great stuff. She's a woman. She's working. You can see every day. Today, she'll have a wonderful platform. That's what we should do. That was surely her dream, of having this platform, of seeing women grow. And now that she has this, she's opening it for us to come every day and empower other women, to come and testify who we are today, where we were yesterday. That's her goal. See other women grow and succeed. So if she did that, you can do it. If I step out and today I can control my life, you can do it too. Don't be afraid. Fear is the only thing that's going to keep you there for the next 20 years. Once you step out, you will see. Once you believe in that God that created you, and you put your destiny into his hand, it's like him and you. I'm telling you, you will see transformation. Not because what a man want to do for you, or you feel comfortable because this man is the one buying you these houses. No, you can buy those houses yourself. You can buy those houses. you can help him grow too. It's good if we are in a relationship, it's in 100%, because even 50-50 is half-half. He brings 100% and you bring 100%. Not that he brings 100% and you cannot even bring 10%. He will control and dominate, and you will lose all the respect. But if he brings 100% and you bring 100%, right? You guys will stay there and you will grow together and you will have a best home ever. You will speak to each other with respect. Because when you were growing up, your parents sent you to school. It's not for you to come and sit there and cross your hands and be crying on your pillowcases every day. It's like you got married. Somebody told me one day, it's like you have onion on your pillowcases. Because once you put your head there, it's always tears. It's painful to say that, but it's real. Some people cry every day. They choose to cry every day. I know it's hard. I know it's very difficult to step out. But once you listen to this video today, please take a pen and a paper. Sit down. Write your goal. Think about when you were in your parents' house, your dreams. What did you want it to be? Write them all down. And once you write all these goals down, split them into two, the short term and the long term. You see how the short term can take you to the long term. If I want to take that example just for me, when I step out, I started doing babysitting here in this country. I did it. While I was doing babysitting all night, during the day, I would be with my children in my class. My little daughter was sitting in front of my class, holding her sister at times. When I was attending my class, at times I would ask my professor if they can allow me to bring my kids in class. They would say yes. And from there, I paid my home health. Then I paid my CNA. From my CNA, I got my associate. From my associate, I continued to Shady Grove University. I've never stopped. I love music. I sponsored for my album almost $60,000. My first album, which is online, Micheline Wang album. You can get it. That was my goal, to do what I love to do. I had the short term and the long term. I put my album out and I continued. I'm not waiting for nobody. Only God. So that person that will come to my life tomorrow will know how to respect me. Because he will meet me with all this building, all this empowerment. If you can't respect, it won't work. We'll keep arguing. It won't work because I will not take it. So I hope that this video today will help somebody. We spent, I'm sure, more than an hour already. So God bless you. Share this video to somebody who is going through a lot. And again, make sure if you have a friend around you who is going through this, make sure you guys sit while you guys are having time talking. Print document. You can have documents online on domestic violence, signs of domestic violence, what are the causes, what are the consequences. Share, print all of that, give to the person. In your quiet moment, they can read it. They can read it and they will understand how to move on with their life. So it was nice. Thank you again, Bridget, for inviting me on your page, and God bless all the people that were watching. And I hope people that were watching that didn't have anybody that is abused. I hope so. And even if you're going through this, just stay strong. You'll be better. You'll be fine. Okay? God loves you. God really loves you. God created you for a purpose. So stop crying. Start thinking. Stop crying. Start writing your goals down. Thank you again, Bridget. It was Micheline Wang. My page is Micheline Mich. You can find my music online. A1 Music, it's my album A1 Music. I have my website, Michelin A1music.com. So A1 is EWANG, Michelin, that you see somebody put A1 Michelin, so you can put A1music.com. That's my website where you can find my music. It's on Amazon, is most places online. God bless you and see you next time. Bye.